Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very exciting. We are going to decorate the kitchen for fall today, and I'm so excited to share with you guys all of my kitchen decorating ideas for this season. This is part 3 of my fall clean and decorate with me series. Week 1, we did the master bedroom. Week 2, we did the living room and entryway. And this week, of course, we're doing the kitchen and dining area. It's all kind of one space. We don't have a separate dining room or anything, but I will have the playlist for all of my fall 2024 videos linked in the cards and in the description box below, so you guys can be sure to check on those videos if you haven't seen them yet. I'm so excited to share with you guys all of my ideas today. We're decorating up here the tops of the cabinets, so pretty. Have some little glowing twinkly lights in the corner. We're doing my Hobby Lobby chicken wire shelf for our table centerpiece, as well as my peg rail shelf area, a little coffee station inspiration. So I'm really excited for you guys to see everything that I have in today's video. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay guys, we are jumping in today's video by sharing a before look of the kitchen and dining area. I have taken down all of my summery kind of decor, and what we're left with is just everyday items, and we are ready to fill in with lots of cozy fall pieces for the upcoming season. I'm really excited to share everything with you guys today. In my kitchen, I like to use more of a vintage look. As you can see, I have quite a few antique pieces up here, some crocks, some mixing bowls, wooden rolling pins, things like that. So you will find a mixture of both new and antique pieces in this video. We are getting started by changing out my candle here on the stove. So I'm actually putting out this candle that I purchased last year from Bath & Body Works. It is the Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin scent, and that is like my all-time favorite fall scent from Bath & Body Works. And I think they just recently came back out with that scent, maybe in the last year or two. So I'm really glad to have some of it left that I can use this season. I'm keeping my stove and cooking area pretty simple. This is a very frequently used space in our home. Of course, as you know, the kitchen is used 3 times a day, every day, especially because I'm a work from home mom. So my son and I eat all of our meals and prepare them all here in the kitchen. So I added a little pumpkin over to the left with my utensils, and then I had these colorful Pioneer Woman knives in my knife block for the spring and summer seasons, and I just wanted to change those back to the original black ones just so the colors weren't clashing. We are going to just be moving on around the countertops. So the next area that we have to style is this corner where I keep my essential oil diffuser. I use my diffuser pretty much every day, at least every weekday. I like to put a different blend in there every day and just have it running all day while we're at home to keep the house smelling nice and fresh. But I have this miniature little towel ladder from Hobby Lobby. I always keep a nice printed tea towel on there. And then I always like to add a miniature wreath around the base of my diffuser just to kind of dress it up and give it a little more interest. This particular wreath is from the Target Dollar Spot many years ago. It's not super fall-y, but it has a pop of green, which I like in the fall season, but the ends of the faux plants there are just starting to turn color. I'm going to be trying out a few different iterations of the rest of the decor in this space. I ended up going with a cute hanging sign here on the miniature ladder, and then I always keep a small pitcher or creamer next to the diffuser because that's actually what I use to fill it up with water every single day. So this time I just chose to put out this clear Pioneer Woman creamer and put it on a little doily to just kind of help it stand out against our black countertops. If you have seen any of my fall or Christmas decorating videos before, you guys know I'm all about the twinkly lights, the ambient lighting in the evenings as the days get shorter. And that is no change here in the kitchen. I'm adding a strand of these fairy lights to the diffuser corner because it is a corner in our kitchen. It's just nice to have some glowing lights there in the evenings, but this strand of lights was much longer than I think the normal one that I used, so it takes me quite some time to kind of string them around. But while I'm doing that, I just wanted to thank you guys again for joining me for today's video. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel already, I hope you will consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I do lots and lots of seasonal decorating videos throughout the year, as well as cleaning motivation and some mom life videos here and there. I am currently expecting baby number 2 due in February 2025. So after all the holiday decorating, I'm sure we will have some baby content coming soon. So for the past few weeks in my kitchen, I have been using this Pear Tree Scent dish soap and hand soap from Mrs. Meyer's. I have just a little bit left in the dish soap. I'm going to continue using that until it's gone. But after that, I'm going to switch to this Acorn Spice. It is my favorite fall scent of Mrs. Meyer's. It's nice and like cinnamony and kind of woodsy smelling. But the Pear Tree scent, I'm not even sure if they still make the Pear Tree. I had that left over, but it's a really good summer to fall transition scent. I'm also putting out my new Swedish sponge cloths that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. These have really cute fall prints on them, and I like to use them to wipe off my stove, kitchen table, and countertops every night after we're done eating dinner. To kind of round out the kitchen countertops, I'm quickly changing out the hand towel that we use to dry our hands here in the kitchen. And then now I'm going to style my coffee station. So one thing that I started doing earlier this year was hanging a little miniature sign above the coffee station with these Velcro command hooks. Not only does it add a lot of visual interest to the space, which you can see this corner from our front door, from the living room, and it also covers that outlet that's there that we're not using, so it's a win-win. I picked up this small little framed pumpkin picture from Hobby Lobby, and it is just the perfect fit here for our fall coffee station. So for our coffee station, I like to keep out this Ray Dunn coffee canister. That is actually what we keep our coffee grounds in. I also have this cute little colander from the Target dollar spot that I usually keep K-cups in as well. And then I'm going to add just some more fall-like pieces to round out the look. I decided to add these hazelnut coffee creamer pods into the top of this colander. Not only is the color perfect for fall, but I had these left over. I recently took them on our little beach vacation trip that we did because I have to have my coffee creamer every morning. But yeah, I thought that looked really cute and the color is perfect for this season. I'm going to add this vintage Hull coffee cup here, and that I think I thrifted this one, and I'm going to add those cute little pumpkin stir spoons from Hobby Lobby. Here I'm sharing with you just a couple of my fall themed mugs that I have, and I'm going to store those up here in the cabinet so I can use them every day. Okay, we are moving along to the tops of the cabinets. This cabinet that I'm showing right now is directly above the coffee station. It is just a standalone cabinet. I'm going to switch out this vintage platter for this Currier and Ives fall scene platter. I love this piece, and I've been collecting some Currier and Ives platters lately, so I'm excited to add to my collection. But I thought this would be a great piece to put here because you can see it from our front door when you walk into the house. The next piece I'm adding, I am in love with. This is a new print that I got this year from Hobby Lobby. It's very similar to a print that I used on top of our cabinets last year, but this one has been fully colored in and painted, I guess you could say. But the one I had last year was just like a black and white sketch. But I love the coloring of this artwork, and it just is such a focal point and looks perfect here on top of our cabinets. One thing about my channel is that you will not find a new white kitchen with white cabinets and white countertops. We live in a house that was built in 2001. The kitchen cabinets are like a light oak color and the countertops are a black granite. And while I wouldn't actually choose this combination in my dream home, I actually don't hate it. I've come to love wood tone cabinets so much more than an all white kitchen, and I think it's more practical for having kids and pets as well. So we are working with what we have. It is not really in our budget, nor do we want to rip out this kitchen and replace it. I'd rather focus my time and money on a future home that we plan to stay in forever. With all of that being said, I do enjoy styling this kitchen and making it look very homey. I think it lends itself to a more lived-in look, and a lot of these warm colors work perfectly in here for fall with the wood tone cabinets. So I'm adding some floral arrangements into these antique crocks that I have, and then as you saw on the other side, I added a few little pumpkins throughout as well. These florals in this particular crock I picked up from the at-home store last year, and I would not recommend. They make a huge mess whenever you try to work with them at all. The little balls on the stems just fly off and they go everywhere. So maybe next year I will switch this out to something that's a little cleaner. The last item we're going to do here on the tops of the cabinets is just replace this big cutting board with a fall platter. I actually got this as a wedding gift, and my husband and I recently celebrated 9 years of marriage, so that is how long I've had that platter. But we are quickly moving on to day 2 of decorating. I decided to space out the decorating over 2 days and really take my time with it. And we are going to start here by styling the chicken wire shelf from Hobby Lobby, and this acts as our table centerpiece. I decided to add this little table scarf here on top of the chicken wire shelf. I simply just folded it in half to make it fit. And a lot of the decor I'm using is kind of a deep brown tone, so that white table scarf really helps everything kind of stand up off of the wood surface. The first piece I'm adding is this amber vase that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and then I'm adding this cute floral bouquet also from Hobby Lobby, and I love the interesting textures that this floral arrangement has and the different colors as well. The plate on the left I had that last year, but I got it at Hobby Lobby, and I believe they still do have those this year. And here on the right, I'm adding in some festive paper napkins. I picked up this pack from TJ Maxx. It was only $3.99 for a 40 pack of napkins, which is a pretty good deal. I love the brown undertone that these napkins have, and then the orange and white pumpkins on top. I think it works perfectly in with the color scheme of the kitchen. To finish out the top of this chicken wire shelf, I'm adding some more of this vintage hull pottery that I have. I have a cream and sugar set. On the other side, I'm going to add another coffee cup, and then just a small brown crock that I have that actually came from my grandparents' house. Now we're moving on to the bottom drawer of this shelf. Here in the center, I'm adding just a little cutting board to act as a riser. And I always like to put this small Rae Dunn pumpkin in here. It says grateful. I leave it out from now through Thanksgiving, and it is just the perfect little piece. I'm also going to be adding this small little flower pot. I actually got this from my grandmother's house after she passed earlier this year, but it is a vintage McCoy flower pot, and the orange tone of it is perfect for this fall season and really ties in the orange from those napkins on the top. Another piece that I'm excited to add this year are these miniature bowls. These are from the Hearth and Hand Fall 2024 release, and I just really loved the colors of them. They work so well with the color scheme that I'm using here in the kitchen. So I'm just going to stack them up here in this left section of the drawer, and I'm also going to add some small white pumpkins in the tops to make them stand out and add in a little more white to this piece. Okay, we are moving right along to my peg rail shelf. This is also one of my favorite places to style for each season. Be sure to stay tuned here in just a few minutes. I'm going to give you a detailed look at all of the decorating that we've done in today's video so you can see how everything looks when it's all finished. Here in the tobacco basket that hangs above this peg rail, I like to add this fall miniature wreath that I got last year from Hobby Lobby. I do believe they still have this one as well. I think they have a matching garland and maybe some matching picks too, but I love the contrast of this on the black metal tobacco basket, and it just looks so warm and festive. I actually picked up a set of 2 of these little hanging baskets from an antique store. I went shopping with my mom and aunt the other day, and they had a set of 2 of these for $10, and they came already with the green picks in them and the burlap. I knew immediately that I wanted to put one of these on the peg rail and fill it with a bunch of fall picks to make it look really festive. So that's what I'm going to do here, and I absolutely love this addition to my decor. Going to finish out the peg rail by adding 2 small hanging signs. This first one is from Hobby Lobby this year. It's a beautiful fall canvas print that you can hang. And there's this thankful sign I got a few years ago at Walmart. And then I'm going to add these little hanging little flocked pumpkins. Those are actually left over from a garland piece that I added into my living room. So if you guys want to see all the changes that I've made to my decor, stay tuned here in a couple weeks. I'm going to be sharing a final fall home tour. That is going to round out all of the decorating for today's video. I hope you guys will enjoy these final shots of the entire fall kitchen and dining area. There's going to be some beautiful music playing, and I hope you guys just enjoy all of the final looks. up today's kitchen decorating today for fall. I really love how this space turned out. I took a couple of days to decorate this room. Last week when I did the living room, I did it all at one time and it was a little overwhelming. I was worn out after that. But I did this in about 2 days and it was so much more manageable, and I felt fresh and inspired on day 2 when I started again. So if you guys are decorating, be sure to just take your time, do little bits here and there. If you're a YouTuber like me, you can't always do that because we have to get our videos out on time. But if you can just break it up into little sections, I think it makes it way more manageable and more fun to do. But that is gonna wrap up all of the kitchen decorating for fall. I'm so thrilled with how it turned out. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Click that little subscribe button down below. It's totally free. Basically just means that you're following me here on YouTube so you don't miss any of my videos. Next week, we're going to be doing the basement family room, which is just a little bit more of a fun space. And I'm gonna maybe see if Grant, my son, he's 4, I'm gonna see if maybe he wants to help me a little bit in that video. So that will be fun. But we had the basement family room, then we'll have, I'm not sure which one's next, either my home tour or the fall front porch. Not sure which one I'm gonna do first on that, but yeah, be sure you're subscribed because I still have lots of fall content coming up. And then we're jumping into Halloween, so that's gonna be really fun. I do love to decorate for Halloween because Grant is obsessed with Halloween. He has been already talking about it, so I'm really excited to do that this year, and I'm really excited to share all of my home decorating ideas with you guys. So I hope you guys will stick around. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, of course. Connect with me down in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys, and you guys always leave the nicest and sweetest messages for me down there. So thank you if you comment. I'm trying to get back to them on time, but sometimes I forget, sorry. But I will see you guys next week with another fall decorating video. Bye.